Welcome to Kamiak Butte, an ecological perspective. My name is Nadia Haugen, and this is a culminating report for the class SOE 300 taught by Dr. William E. Schlosser of Washington State University in the spring semester of 2021. This report will tell the story of Kamiak Butte from an ecological perspective. What this really means is that by the end of this report, my hope is that you come away with an understanding of what the climate is like on and around Kamiak Butte, what biome it is located in, as well as a brief glimpse into the flora and fauna that call Kamiak Butte home. Some of you may be wondering what Kamiak Butte is and where it's located. Kamiak Butte is a designated county park located approximately 10 miles north of the city of Pullman, in Washington State's far southeast region. The butte silhouette can be seen for miles in any direction as it projects roughly 1,000 feet above the wheat and lentil fields of the surrounding area. Being situated in an area of expansive agricultural fields, Kamiak Butte provides an essential refuge for wildlife as well as native plants. Although the county park of Kamiak Butte is of a moderate size, 298 acres to be exact, over 30 different mammal species, 170 plant species, and 140 bird species have been sited within the boundary of the park. In addition to providing habitat for the various flora and fauna of the Whitman County region, Kamiak Butte serves as a recreational outdoor area for those who visit it. Narrowly speaking, climate is the average weather pattern in an area over time. Although climate is often synonymously used with weather, these two terms are separate. Weather includes the temperature, amount of precipitation, amount of sunshine, regional geography, wind patterns, weather extremes, and humidity of a particular region, while climate is the average pattern of weather over specific periods of time. The climate of any region is affected by latitude, elevation, air masses, topography, and the patterns of nearby large bodies of water. Kamiak Butte is located in the northern hemisphere and is thus considered to be in a moderate megaclimate. On a smaller scale, however, it is regarded as a marine modified continental macroclimate. This means that the temperature around Kamiak Butte will be hotter in the summer and cooler in the winter, compared to 300 miles west in the Seattle area. The mesoclimate of Kamiak Butte falls within the Palouse Hills, a sagebrush shrub steppe habitat. Focusing in even further, Kamiak Butte sits within a rain shadow effect due to its location east of the Cascade Mountain Range. As seen in the graph below, the average precipitation over the span of 126 years demonstrates a tendency to be higher during the winter months of November through January and lower during the summer months of July through September. In addition, signified by the yellow line in the graph, the average temperatures rise during the summer months and fall during the winter months. These tendencies of precipitation and temperatures are all characteristics of a marine modified continental climate. The natural world is more diverse than could ever be imagined. There are infinite ways to divide and categorize regions of the world, and depending upon the characteristics that are chosen to describe the environment, the group that is selected will vary significantly. Holding this in mind, some biomes overlap and combine to produce distinctly unique subbiomes. Kamiak Butte sits within the marine modified continental macroclimate in the geographic province of the Columbia Basin along the eastern edge of the rain shadow cast by the Cascade Mountains, and is a variation of the western interior shrublands and woodlands biome. Seen in this figure as the dark gray shaded area, this biome is quite unique due to the co-dominance of overstory shrubs and woodlands with understory grasses. The native plants and animals of this region have adapted well to the hot, dry summers and cold, moist winters. The western interior shrublands and woodlands biome variation of Kamiak Butte is home to one of the most endangered ecosystems in the United States, the Palouse Prairie. This ecosystem is natively dominated by bunch grasses such as blue bunch wheatgrass and Idaho fescue, with various shrubs such as mallow ninebark and serviceberry bushes growing in available nooks. Kamiak Butte is itself host to many different species of plants and animals, and serves as an important preservation area for this dwindling ecosystem. The two sides of Kamiak Butte display contrasting climates and thus vegetation, with the north-facing aspect of the butte abundantly decorated with ponderosa pines, Douglas fir, western larch, as well as various native grasses and shrubs, while the south-facing aspect of Kamiak Butte is rather sparsely adorned with ponderosa pines, native bunch grasses, wheatgrasses, and native shrubs. The division in vegetation density and diversity between north and south-facing aspects of Kamiak Butte is due mostly to the climate and quality of loess soils across the area. Owing to the nutrient-rich loess soils that were deposited over the entire Palouse area, the basalt bedrock beneath, and the hilly nature of the topography, the agricultural industry in this region is thriving. The basalt bedrock beneath the loess soils does not allow water to easily drain through, enabling crops to grow year-round without irrigation. The hilly topography allows farmers to grow more crops per square acre than on flat ground. Consequently, the Palouse Hills have become one of the largest producers of lentils in the world, with oats, garbanzos, wheat, barley, peas, mustard, and canola crops being produced as well. However, due to these agricultural practices, the native Palouse prairie and soils were no longer covered by permanent vegetation, and an estimated 50% of the loess soils of the Palouse have been lost to erosion by water and wind. Kamiak Butte serves as a refuge of sorts for various species of animals. Shiras moose, mule deer, Rocky Mountain elk, porcupine, and cougars have all been sighted on and around Kamiak Butte. However, although the list of mammals found on Kamiak Butte is lengthy, it is quite short compared to the list of birds that call Kamiak Butte home. Over 140 bird species have been sighted within the borders of the county park, including red-tailed hawk, northern harrier, Swainson's hawk, rough-legged hawk, Cooper's hawk, sharp-shinned hawk, along with various other raptors. Smaller birds that take refuge within the protective vegetation of Kamiak Butte include ponderosa pine crossbill, Hammond's flycatcher, mountain chickadee, red-breasted nuthatch, Vesper sparrow, dark-eyed junco, Clark's nuthatch, chipping sparrow, and many others. The vegetation of Kamiak Butte is just as diverse as the animal life, if not more. Ponderosa pine, Douglas fir, western larch, and grand fir are among the main tree species found growing at Kamiak Butte. Shrubs including ocean spray, ninebark, and serviceberry bushes grow in the understory. Lacelip, brittle bladder, pollybody, sword fern, and bracken fern have all been sighted growing in the shadier regions of Kamiak Butte. And, in addition to all these plant species, there are close to 100 flowering plants that have been recorded growing on and around Kamiak Butte. It truly is an oasis of flora and fauna. Although only occupying a mere 298 acres, Kamiak Butte is truly an intricate, rich, and unique story of ecology. The geologic history of the butte, climatic patterns, as well as the biotic influences are all key chapters in the story of this unique county park. It is my hope that through this presentation you have gained an understanding of the importance of both biotic and abiotic factors within an ecosystem, and will be able to view other natural areas with a similar ecological perspective. Thank you for joining me in this journey to discover the ecological influences of Kamiak Butte. If you would like to know more about this subject, here is a list of the references used in this presentation.